And welcome to Coal City, West Virginia. Tonight, Video Productions presents middle school football. It's a battle of Fayette County. The Oak Hill Middle School Red Devils take on the Raleigh County undefeated Independence Patriots here from the high school football field at Coal City on the campus of Independence High School. And I guess actually in between Independence High School and the middle school. So I guess you could say that the field actually belongs to both schools since it sits right in the middle. With me, Eric Thomas, as always. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and the lovely Faith Alexander on camera. And Eric, we got the call yesterday that we were going to broadcast this game here tonight, and I think we're in for a really good game. Independence 3-0, Oak Hill 2-1, and for this Independence team, they have been dynamite on both sides of the ball, Eric. They haven't given up a touchdown this season on their defense. The only touchdown they gave up was the game we did against Trap Hill the first week, where they gave up a kickoff return, and they did give up a two-point conversion, but they've yet to give up a touchdown. They beat Trap Hill that night 52-8. They since beat Park 52-0, and Peterstown last week 30-0.
Yeah, and in that first game, that was total domination. We didn't have a chance to broadcast the other two, but this team is loaded with eighth graders and talent. 19th, 8th graders on this Independence team, and they're all talented.
On the flip side, the Oak Hill Red Devils just as talented. They 2-1. They lost to Bluefield last week, but they come in here with a really big roster. Just looking over things here, Eric, you and I had an opportunity to look at this Oak Hill high school roster. 57 players. They only have six sixth graders, so the majority of the players, the two deep, are 7th and 8th graders, experienced players.
Yeah, a lot of experience on this Oak Hill team, and we think and we hope this game is as competitive as the high school version of this game. A couple of weeks back, Independence traveled to Oak Hill and lost a close one, 28-27. So maybe the middle school can maybe turn the tide tonight.
And one thing's a little different about middle school football in 2023 than in past years. It's not just grind the ball, run, and hope a team fumbles a punt or a kickoff or something like that. These teams can actually air it out. And, of course, speaking of Independence, we've seen the arm of Brock Green. He's a 6-foot, 8th grader, and he's got some really good receivers that he can throw the ball to.
Yeah, and Brock Green can really air it out. I was watching him in warm-ups. I mean, he has no problem throwing it 50, 55 yards in the air to complete passes to his receivers. And the other Brock that's usually on the receiving end is Brock Johnson, a good wide receiver for the Independence Patriots, who can go up and get the ball at his highest point.
And Grayson Ashley he can beat you catching the ball because he does play tight end and some slot. And he also can beat you running the ball or catch the ball out of the backfield. So he's more than just a double threat. He could be even a triple threat.
Yeah, Grayson Ashley in that first game, he is not just a complimentary runner, Maris. He can really break the long one and gash the defense. So they are multiple. When you say a multiple offense, they can hit you by air or, on the ground.
This game was supposed to kick at 6 o'clock, but the Red Devils were getting here a little late. We knew they'd be late, Eric, because of bus issues. So both teams are kind of finishing up their warm-ups, and we'll get the game started about 10 after 6. I want to let you know that tonight's game is being brought to you by the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur. They invite you to come out to the tailgate of this Sunday afternoon. On September 24th, there'll be great food from Dickey's, and it'll be fun for all ages of the family. That is the Bible Baptist Church, showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. We'll take our first break, come back, and get you ready for the kickoff about 10 after 6 in this middle school game between Oak Hill and Independence. You're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Access Health is your medical home, committed to providing comprehensive health care to ensure the health and well-being of you and your family. Offering a variety of primary care services, Access Health specializes in women's health, pediatrics, family practice, adult medicine, and behavioral health. Our staff offers quality personal care with exceptional service and innovative technology to keep you and your family well. Access Health, we're your medical home.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And welcome back to Coal City, West Virginia. We're about 5 or 6 minutes away from getting this middle school game underway between Oak Hill and Independence. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you in part by the good folks at Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up the good folks at Indoor Air, your Amana dealer, at 304-890-2212. Also like to take the time to tell you about Edward Jones. You work hard for your money like I do, so when you retire like I did, you can turn to the professionals, the advisors of Edward Jones. You can call Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 304-253-7335. Well, Eric, we think we're going to be in for a good middle school game, but while we got about 10 minutes yet before we kick off, let's switch to high school football. And it's hard to believe, Eric, that tomorrow will be the halfway point of the regular season in this 2023 season. And there's some big games on tap. And of course, you and I will be across town. We'll be at Van Meter Stadium in Beckley. And Beckley coming off that huge win over Bluefield, taking on Lincoln County tomorrow night. Yeah, and Beckley got a little momentum going. And, we're down 2 scores twice in that game, at 14-0 at the end of one, and then at 20-7. Midway through the third quarter and able to pull out a hard-fought win down at Bluefield. And you were at the game. Of course, a lot of talk around not just the area here in southern West Virginia, but maybe throughout the state when they were all concerned about the condition of one of Beckley's top players, Elijah Redford. And he's really good on both sides of the ball. And you and I had a chance to do the Greenbrier East game, and he scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter from his receiving position, but a lot of plays he made to an open field tackle. So we don't know, I guess, when he'll come back. I don't anticipate him in the lineup tomorrow. Yeah, I really don't anticipate him being in the lineup, but it was just a scary scene, for any kid. And it was, I'm glad, the medical people finally got, it situated, got him to the hospital, and he's out back at school today, actually. Well, that's a good thing. And, of course, one of the big things around this area here in Coal City is a big game for Independence. And as the Patriots, the defending Class AA champion, will take their show on the road, and perhaps their toughest test yet, perhaps maybe all year. We'll have to figure it out. But they're playing a very good Mingo Central team on the road tomorrow night. Yeah, and that's going to be a long, tough trip, to get down there and play. Traveling – anytime, but traveling as the defending state champion, you're going to get everyone's best shot. So you should think that Mingo Central will be set and waiting. So we'll keep you up to date with all the scores going on around tomorrow. But, Eric, it seems like it's really going by so fast, as that's also one of the major games around the state that everybody will be looking in on, that Independence-Mingo Central game. Well, the two teams are still out there warming up. We're still about 8 minutes away from getting this game started. We'll take another break, come back, and get you ready for the kickoff of this middle school football game between Oak Hill and Independence. You're watching a live streaming coverage of middle school football here on Video Productions.
Former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate. Every bite better with Pepsi.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
We the talent.
And we welcome you back to Independence High School. And, Eric, I guess we could say high school. As I was saying earlier, the field sits directly in between, I guess, in between the high school or the middle school, or maybe, I don't know, maybe a little closer to the high school. I guess the middle school is a little further over, so not actually in between. I think I lost my bearings there a little bit.
Yeah, I think you were confusing the grade school with the middle school.
It's all, I know it's all in the family here, right?
Between
the high school, the middle school, and the grade school to the left of the stadium. So I guess
we'll just
tonight,
say on the campus
of Independence, but I guess since it's a middle school game, we can say this is the middle school field tonight. How about that?
Hey, they're Patriots, so it's everyone's field.
That's right. Well, and Eric, I know this is near and dear to your heart because this is where you went to school, and you had some great moments up on this hill here, and of course at this stadium. Of course, it didn't look like this. That's for sure. It didn't have the turf, but back when you and I played, it didn't even have grass.
That's right.
It was just dirt and rock. And now
they were just sowing the grass for me to play on when you played.
So back when you played, though, you couldn't even fan them. Maybe Eric, you talk about that, like when you were in school over here, because you really didn't fan them to where the program, and I don't mean the wins and losses of winning a championship, but how the facility has become what it has.
Yeah, let's start with facility-wise. It's just amazing. I come over here and I actually watch a lot of baseball as well, a good baseball program. But just to see the field, I mean, and this just shows you the enhancement of the turf field really enhances, a lot of stuff on the campus, but they've done a lot of work on the bleachers. The field house is in excellent condition. New scoreboard. They needed the last couple years. 3 years ago they ran out of light bulbs. They lit it up so much. Needed a new scoreboard. But a lot of town pride, man, and that's what it's always been in this area. All towns talk about it, but there's something about a smaller community. They really back the Patriots, and they really get behind them.
Well, the thing about it is, Eric, since you and I have been working here for Video Productions into our third year, and we've done basketball games at Independence here, and, of course, we've done the football. Now we're doing the middle school. When I look out, whether it be a basketball game or into the crowd tonight, I see a lot of the same people here tonight on Thursday that we see on Friday, and vice versa. A lot of the people that I've seen on Friday nights when you and I have done games here are here tonight on Thursday night. Yeah. Like you said, it's the community just backing everything.
Yeah, and it really is, and that's what you need in smaller areas to build your program. Awareness that they help out with fundraisers. They help one another, and they come out and support one another's kids.
So we're just a couple minutes away from getting the game started, and we're going to have the anthem here in a minute. The Oak Hill Middle School team is across the way. The black helmets, white uniforms. Actually, I think it's kind of clean look, don't you think, Eric? All in white here tonight.
Hey, very good-looking team. They got off the bus dressed, and that's one thing we need to address as well.
As we now have the playing of our national anthem. Independence, and Eric, I know you want to finish your thought as you're getting ready to make a point about Oak Hill right before we went to the anthem.
Yeah, the reason we're running, a tad late, we're supposed to kick at 6. It's just ongoing, I'll say a problem, but all Board of Educations in Fayette County and Raleigh County, they're in dire need of bus drivers. So, hey, if you're out there and if you need a job, they're accepting applications to go get a job. So you can help these sports teams, because it's really hard for teams to find bus availability, and it really puts the teams behind the 8 ball.
And Eric, one of the things I need to point out before the game gets started, when we were here the first week when Independence played Trap Hill, as you're watching the game tonight here on Video Productions, you may see 3 different color helmets from the Independence team. You'll see kids in red helmets, a few in white and a few in blue. And what that's all about, they didn't have enough red helmets, so some kids had to wear white, some got to wear blue. They've got extra helmets in, but they don't have them yet. And unfortunately, by the time they do get them, the season might be over. They might be ready for next year, but for the moment, if you want to know, wait a minute, did I see a kid in white helmet and a kid in red? It's not on your screen. They're actually wearing 3 different color helmets, and that's why.
And that's a good problem to have, where you have to order more helmets for your program. But as you can see, though, you can see Oak Hill is a AAA school. As you can see, the feeder school has a ton of players, that's feeding into their program.
Right. I was counting 56 players as the captains make their way out on to the field. And as you mentioned, Eric, these 2 teams met on the high school level. It was the first loss that Independence had since losing the state title game to Fairmont after the 2021 season, and a 1-point win, as you mentioned, that Oak Hill beat Independence. And you talk about a 1-point game. You figure with a play here, there, Independence easily could have won that game as well as losing it as they did.
Yeah, of course, we were calling another game on that particular Friday
Beckley
night,
and Greenbrier East
it seemed
that night,
like every update we got, it was a back and forth.
Yes.
And we when we said it, during a commercial break, probably whoever had the ball last could maybe win the game. And I think it came down to a play or 2 here or there, and Oak Hill was just able to be 1 point better.
Yes, there's the coin toss, and let's see who's going to win the toss. and it is won by Independence. Let's see if they will defer or if they will elect to receive the ball. They will defer. So the Red Devils will be on offense first.
And you know the saying, Mayor, sometimes you want to put your best unit out there, on the field. And I think Independence, as they're pitching shutouts, but, hey, they're scoring a lot of points, so I guess they can hang their hat on either unit.
Well, the one thing is their special team unit, because the only points they've given up has been off the kickoff team, and they got to kick off to start the game.
That is true. I didn't think about that.
Well, maybe you squib it or kick it out of bounds and then put your defense out there, right?
Kick it low.
Because in their 3 wins, as we talk about Independence, they beat Trap Hill, game we did in week 1 back there on in August. I believe it was August. Nevertheless, it was August. It was August 31st. Independence won that game 52-8. Since then, as we talked about, Eric, shutouts against Park 52-0, and last week against Peterstown 30-0.
And both of those teams, feed into, Park feeds into Beckley, and they usually have a good program, so that's a feather in your cap. And Peterstown feeds into James Monroe, and that's a football area. So if you can shut out both of those programs, you're cooking with gas over here at Independence.
So the Red Devils will get the ball. They'll work a left to right on your screen. Going back to receive it is going to be Keelan Remy. He will be the deep man right there in the center of the field for the Red Devils, as the ball will be teed up on the near side hash.
And also back is Peyton Holstein. At the bottom of your screen and at the top of the screen is Brennan Brooks.
So we're ready to go. Middle school football, 3-0 Independence, 2-1 Oak Hill. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Sit back with an ice cold blue can of Pepsi and enjoy the game, and we are underway. Here's a kick to the near side, a line drive. It's fumbled and picked up there at the 25 and trying to find running room, but really no chance. Once the ball was fumbled, that time by Peyton Holstein on the kickoff, just allowed Independence to really cover it.
And that's one of those things, you don't catch it clean. And the best thing, I think, of your Oak Hill is that you didn't give it up, a turnover or whatever, and you lived the scrimmage from the 25.
So from the 25-yard line is where the Red Devils will take over, 1st and 10. Quarterback for the Red Devils will be Caleb Spack. He's an 8th grader. So the Red Devils come out of the huddle. Or may have a different quarterback in there.
I think it's 18, Brian Scarborough.
So Scarborough will be the quarterback that will lead the Red Devils out. And I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Independence only had 10 players on the field. Now they get their 11th. So Scarborough will work.
No, it is Peyton. They're going to the wishbone.
Yep, and that play's going to go nowhere. It's shut down. The ball carrier that time, Solomon Truman, goes for maybe a yard loss back to the 24.
And a host of Indians right there. Indians. I'm thinking about Stokoe.
Yeah.
Where I went to.
Back in your day.
Grades, junior high, actually. Grade school and junior high. And this is one thing that's strong at the middle school level as well as at the high school level for Independence. They're real strong at the line, on the interior of their line, both on the offensive side and defensive side.
And that's what that weight room will do for you. 2nd and 11 coming up for Oak Hill on their own 24. They'll work with Spack up under center. He'll take the snap. They'll try to pitch it to the outside. There's a good run across the 30 and a huge gain. Going to be a little short of the first down, but nevertheless, Eric, a huge gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, that's going to give them a short manageable 3rd down. Looks like it'll be probably 3 to go here. Let's see what they do.
About a yard to go, right? Ball at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, looks like a yard. I was looking at the yard marker. He hadn't
quite extended it yet. Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be 3rd and 1. And if you're Oak Hill, that's what you got to sustain drives. You got to be in 3rd and short.
Yeah, but that was great blocking on the outside for Oak Hill that time as they pick up the 1st down. And that is Brian Scarborough picking up 3 and only needed 1.
Yeah, just big power move, crosses the 35, as you mentioned, Eric, to move the chains, and it's a 1st down. Now the down marker is stuck there on 3rd, and now they flip the 4th when they need to be moving. It is a 1st down.
Yeah, they're moving the chains, and he's caught up now. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, they'll move the ball out to the 36-yard line and make it a 1st down.
And that's probably early on in the game, the first down that Independence has really given up early in this season.
There's a running play off the left side, and very short gain, a yard, maybe 2. That's about it. They're going to give maybe a 2-yard gain out, actually only maybe a yard gain to the 37, make it 2nd down and 9 coming up. We play 8-minute quarters in middle school, and we're coming up on the 6-minute mark of quarter number 1. So let's see what the Red Devils will dial up.
And if you can see, I don't know, we didn't have a chance to talk to the Red Devil coaching staff, but ball control, and that's one way to keep a high-powered offense, off the field.
And that's a running play that time to Truman, and he gets stacked up and looks like for no gain. Going to bring up 3rd and long coming up for the Red Devils.
And this is where you like it if you have a good defensive front right here, Maris. You can dial up the pressure and really come after. You can run blitz here and really try to make Oak Hill do something out of sorts that they're not used to doing. And especially it looks like they're a running team, so down and distance is real important on all levels of football.
3rd and 9. It's going to be a quick pitch here to the near side. Flag comes out. Going to try to get to the edge. A good game short of the 1st down, but we're going to have a flag.
It's going to be a legal crackback on Oak Hill. It was really easy to call. The flag had to come out. You got to see their number before you hit them, as you can see here on the replay. Right there.
So I'm sure Independence will move them back, because if they took the result of the play, Oak Hill's close enough to go for it, and they'll back them back up on the penalty. They'll mark it off, and they'll redo the down of 3rd down. So the ball will go back inside the 30. They'll take the ball back to their own 29-yard line and bring up 3rd and long. And, Eric, they got to get the ball across the 45. So they need 16, 17 yards here on this 3rd down play.
Yeah, and this is one of those, if you have your 18-yard play here, you need to dial it up. I'll say that jokingly, but look for them to probably run some kind of pass play out in the flats.
Screen, maybe?
Little screen. You got to take advantage of Independence defense being real aggressive.
So Caleb Spack, the Oak Hill quarterback, is back to throw, trying to throw, and he's sacked. Well, they were trying to do what you and I suggested, but to no avail as Spack is sacked back on his 20-yard line.
And that's the Grayson Ashley right here at the top of your screen coming off. He's the right defensive end, and no chance to block him as he just blows up the running back and gets the sack.
So we got a 4th down coming up, and it'll be punt time. And let's see who's back for Independence. David Steele is back here on the near side as he waits the kick. Steele will get it at the 42 of Oak Hill. Down the near side, inside the 30, breaks a tackle, still going, and he's run out of bounds inside the 20, down near the 15. Steele with a nice return, out of bounds at the Red Devils' 16-yard line.
And way to catch it on the fly for David Steele as he, gets good blocking and just runs straight ahead, gives what the defense gives him, and gets great field position for this high-powered offense.
Yeah, I'm sure Brock Green with a big smile, because there's not very many times in any game on any level, Eric, that you can start a drive maybe this close to your opponent's goal, starting at the Red Devils' 16-yard line.
And it makes play calling a whole lot easier for this offensive coordinator, too. You got 4-down territory right here, and just to get on the board early is a big boost at home.
So Green will lead them out. They'll work out of a power pistol set. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Here's a running play. Ashley off the right side, and he's spun around, breaks a tackle, falls forward, and a nice gain on 1st down inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
And Grayson Ashley, just a load, Maris, to take down, big, sturdy running back, and once he gets a full head of steam, he's just hard to bring down.
Picked up 7 on 1st down, 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line of Oak Hill. 3:45 and counting remaining opening quarter. This is Independence's first possession on offense. They're in between the hashes, well, actually probably closer to the far side hash. As Green will work from the gun, and he'll have Ashley to his left. Green takes the snap, fumbles it, and had to get on it, and then the loss will go back to looks about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and that play never had a chance from the snap. Never had a chance, but good job by Brock Green of getting on it and live to play this 3rd down.
And you got to believe, obviously, middle school, you're not going to kick any field goal. You got 2 chances here, and probably have Green maybe throw it up. And Green to Johnson's been a good connection for Independence through the first part of the season.
Yeah, and if you look right here, it's a numbers game. They have on the outside bottom of the screen, Brock Johnson is man-to-man.
And that's where they're going to the end zone, up for grabs, and a penalty flag is out. And here comes another flag, and they're going to get Oak Hill for pass interference. But, Eric, as you were describing the play, that's exactly what Independence saw, and that's where they were throwing the ball, wanting Brock Johnson to try to get it at his highest point.
Yeah, a jump ball, just throw it up, and the defensive back did all he could do, giving up a lot of inches right there and just had to hold on for dear life.
And I would think if you're Oak Hill, obviously you don't want to give up a third down pass interference in the end zone, but as opposed to a touchdown, you might be better off to commit the penalty. And with the penalty assessed, the ball goes down to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, 1st and goal to go here. And you're right. That coach is probably not mad if you're Oak Hill getting that interference call, because at least you get a chance to play defense again here in another fresh set of downs.
And the set of downs is 1st and goal. Even though the down marker says 3, it's actually a 1st down. And there's a pass play into the end zone for an Independence touchdown. That is Brock Green, a touchdown pass.
And that pass was caught by KJ Vyers right there. Another running back. They just have a lot of weapons. 7th grader for this Independence Patriot team. That's a nice little RPO, as you can see on your replay there. Just Brock Green pulls it and throws a strike in the end zone.
That was a 3-play, 16-yard drive, and now Independence trying to tack on the 2-point conversion. They'll work from the pistol set. Green takes the snap, rolls the pocket. He looks to throw in the end zone, got a man in the back of the end zone. He throws, and it is caught for the 2-point conversion. So Independence, with their defense, setting up their offense by getting a short field. With 2:45 left in the opening quarter, Independence takes the lead 8-0. We'll be right back after this on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
And we welcome you back to Coal City, and it was a short drive, Eric, and once again, as I mentioned, the defense set the offensive up, and then they got a nice punt return from Steele, and then Independence able to go 16 yards in 3 plays, and they get a touchdown pass from Green to Vyers, and then they get the 2-point conversion. 8-0, Independence leads. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi. Nothing tastes as good in a blue can as an ice cold Pepsi, or the silver can of a Diet Pepsi.
That's right, and I think they also have the black can of a
they
Diet
do.
Pepsi with
You're right.
Diet Pepsi Zero.
Yep. Love me some Zero. Heck yeah. All right, Independence has got it teed up on the near side hash, leading the ball game 8-0. And here comes the kick. Comes to the near side, takes a bounce. Fielded right there at the 25. Nice return across the 30 and the 32-yard line that time for the Red Devils. And that was Peyton Holstein. So the Red Devils will set up shop. 1st and 10, looks to be on their own 31 or 32. I think they will give him the 32-yard line, waiting for the referee to put the ball down.
Where they're going to start with 6 yards better field position this time. And
31-yard line. And you know what was funny, Eric? I keep waiting for them to set the ball down, and they keep throwing the ball back.
Yeah, I see it.
The one on the near, they throw it. Yeah, they keep throwing the ball back.
They're switching out the balls.
Right.
Each team, I guess where Independence kicked off, they need to get their ball off, and Oak Hill get their ball on.
And see, Eric, for Oak Hill, if I would have said they're going to start on the 31, they would have put it on the 32. But since I said the 32, they start on the 31, right?
Prognostications, do they?
So the Red Devils will start their second possession on their own 31-yard line. They'll run the ball here, and they got a little bit of running room. Across the 35, and actually the knee went down, and that was a good hard run, a gain of 4 that time by the running back there, Solomon Truman.
Yeah, Solomon Truman showed a little shiftiness right there as that time the Oak Hill offensive line was able to win that line of scrimmage and give the running back some running room.
You got 4 on the play out to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. We're approaching 2 minutes remaining opening quarter. Beautiful night here in Coal City. Hopefully we'll have this kind of weather tomorrow night too, Eric, when we have Lincoln and Beckley. Here's going to be a running play to the far side. A run up inside, very close to first down. Going to be a little short, just shy of the 40. Going to put him down at the 39, and that was Caden Patterson on the run.
Yeah, and this is a big third down early in this contest. If you're Oak Hill with 1:48 left in this quarter, you at least need to flip the field position just a tad. So you want to pick up this key first down.
And what hurt Oak Hill in that last possession was that penalty. That really hurt them, put them behind the chains.
Yeah, anytime you get behind the chains against a good defense, we preach this and we talk about it, and it's one thing, drive killers.
So here's a third down pitch to the far side and going to get nowhere. Good job by Independence as they shut the play down. Solomon Thurman with no running room, and now the Red Devils have a decision to make on fourth down.
Yeah, and this is where Independence's special teams comes into play, because we've seen them block a punt, in the trap heel game. But right here, I think if you're Oak Hill, I would punt it, to at least try to flip the field just a tad.
With a minute left, the Oak Hill's going to take a timeout. While they take a timeout, I want to let you know that tonight's game is being brought to you in part by the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur. They invite you to come out to the tailgate this Sunday, September the 24th. There'll be great food from Dickey's, games for all ages. The Bible Baptist Church showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. And we appreciate that. Also, while we got a minute, we want to tell you about the fine folks at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Check out Futuristic Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Dial them up for reservations for a lane, 304-253-7328. And we definitely have to talk about our pregame meal, Giovanni's, where me and the heavy hitter had food. Giovanni's, Mamma Mia. If you're not Italian going in, you'll be Italian coming out. And once again, a delicious food, delicious service. Fine folks from Giovanni's, 2 locations. If you're going to a Liberty game down at Glen Daniel, or down Route 3 there, right on your way to the stadium there at Liberty, and, of course, on your way here to Independence High School, Eric, over at Leicester Square. We love Giovanni's, Mamma Mia.
Great. Get you a nice slice of pizza and a nice cold Pepsi.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Eric, out of the timeout, I would think if Oak Hill's going to call a timeout, I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, this is tricky for me. This is a long 3 yards. And I don't know, in middle school, I don't know how good your punt game is, but if you don't get this, you're giving Independence high-powered offense, the ball back on your side of the field.
And maybe they feel that's what they have to do. So on fourth down, they run the ball up inside, and I think they're short. I don't think they're going to get there.
I
don't know. They got to get to the 41.
But look at this spot. He's the bottom spot at the
bottom spot is short. The top spot might have it. I don't know. And they say it's a first down. And we were right. The bottom guy looked like he was a little short. The top guy comes in and says first down.
Yeah, that was
Move
gutsy.
the chains.
That was a gutsy play call. Hats off to Oak Hill. I guess the coach knows how important that first down was. As we spoke, I mean, you have to fight and claw for everything against this Independence defense.
And, Eric, what I think that Oak Hill thought, because the Independence offense is so high-powered, they feel he had to go for it.
Yeah.
I think anything under 5 yards, they probably will go for it. Here's a pitch backward, and that's going to lose all the way back to the 35. Is Steele in on the play coming up as he had support from his other mates defensively there for Independence.
Steele got to the ball in a hurry right there, and that's David Steele with a nice tackle on open field. And I think maybe Brock Johnson was in on that at the defensive end.
Yeah, that'll probably be the final play of the first quarter, 7-yard loss as the clock runs down. We're at 5 seconds. Don't think the Red Devils are going to get a playoff, and they won't. At the end of the first quarter, your score is Independence 8 and Oak Hill nothing. You're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football on Video Productions.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Welcome back to Coal City with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. Producing and directing, and Faith Alexander is on camera as Eric. We start the second quarter, 8-0 lead for the Independence Patriots as we flip the field, now going in a different direction, and it'll be 2nd and 17 after the final play of the first quarter was a 7-yard loss for Oak Hill.
And that's the one thing, you don't want to do is get way behind the chains on this second down play, as Independence played great defense on the quick pitch from Oak Hill to end the quarter.
So here comes the second down play, 2nd and long, and if you're Oak Hill, you're probably thinking if you can just get maybe half of the yardage back. They'll right with a tight formation. They're going to quick pitch it here to the near side, and there's just really nothing going on. This is good individual effort to get to the 35-yard, maybe the 34. That's where the play started, the 34, and he's lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. And that was Solomon again, Solomon Truman.
Yeah, this is just going to set up a 3rd and long here for the Oak Hill Red Devils, but you have to you maybe think now with the down and distance, if they don't get half of this, definitely will punt this ball away.
It's one thing if you go for 4th and 3 up on your 39, but if you have 4th and 15 or 4th and 10 or longer, you're probably going to punt it away.
Yeah, unless you got Patrick Mahomes back there.
And they don't. Maybe Dak Prescott, right? Maybe. And there's going to be a running play, and that's going to not go anywhere, and that's going to maybe lose a yard to the 33 and bring up a 4th down, and I would say it'd be punt time for the Red Devils.
Yeah, get the punter out and maybe try to flip the field that way.
So it'll be 4th down for Oak Hill on their own 33-yard line, and maybe they don't have a punter. I don't know, because it looks like they're going to go for it, Eric.
Yeah, that's the way it looks like.
They've yet to throw the ball. So you think if they tried to throw back in the first quarter and there was a sack.
This is looks like a throwing formation. But
maybe it's going to be a punt right here, and it will be. And the punt goes straight up in the air, and it's going to take a big Independence bounce, and the net on that's only going to be about 3 or 4 yards.
I just saw something I've never seen before ever. The person that punted the ball downed it.
Yeah, that doesn't happen hardly at all.
The punter downed the football.
So actually the net is only 2 yards because the line of actually 3 yards. The line of scrimmage was the 33, and Independence will take over on the short punt with a short field here at the Oak Hill 36-yard line.
Yeah, and now they're in business, and with this quick strike offense right here, Rock Green and this host of Patriots, they really can score from anywhere on the field.
Green with a man in motion, and it'll be a jet sweep to the near side. That's Steele looking for running room. He makes a man miss, breaks another tackle, slips another tackle, and a good run as he gets down to the 27, maybe 26-yard line.
Yeah, nice hard run. Looks like he picks up, 9 yards on that carry. Bobbing and weaving through the Oak Hill defense. They're going to give him a pickup of
looks to be about 9, and you were right.
Yes, 9 yards, and good run on first down.
Yep, put him down at the 27-yard line of Oak Hill.
Maris, this right here, I think, is a passing down. You got a 2nd and 1. You got man coverage here at the top of the screen now. Let's see.
Now Green puts the man in motion. Now they go heavy to the near side, but there's the snap and Green will throw it away. And they might get him for intentional grounding on that one. They may, and there's the flag. And that's a good call because there was nobody in the area where he threw it. And he did get it past the line of scrimmage, but he wasn't out of the tackle box.
Definitely inside the tackle box.
Right, and there's nobody over there, and that'll be a loss to down and a big loss for Independence.
Yeah, and the only thing that has gone wrong in this opening half for Independence has been trouble with that snap twice.
Yeah, handling the snap.
And, the snap is key to, any offense. It throws out the timing, and everything when the quarterback has to, dive and reach and do whatever to get the snap.
So now they got to mark off the penalty. The ball is still, I'm not sure what's going on with that. They never marked off the penalty, Eric. Or did they? They only marked off 5 yards back to the 31-yard line.
So this will be 3rd down. That was a loss of down, correct?
Yeah, loss of down back to that's only a 4-yard penalty. I don't know how that happened. Green takes the snap, has time, has a man open in the flat. It's caught, and then nice defensive play to break it up. That was a great defensive play by Ian Ballinger to help break that play up.
And that pass was going to Ashley out of the backfield right here, as we see on the instant replay, Maris. And this ball was thrown a tad behind Ashley, and good contact at the point of the catch to dislodge the football.
So now it'll bring up 4th down, and no question that Independence will go here at the 31-yard line of Oak Hill. And they're in the position here they could run or pass, but I think Independence will probably pass the ball here. And now there's some confusion. They still got plenty of time on the play clock. Actually, the play clock's not even working here tonight.
Look for Brock. Brock Johnson just moved to the slot.
And there's a false start. Is that time the receiver over there on the far side, Virus, trying to say, yeah, I'm open. Does he really want to beat the guy off the ball?
Exactly. Little, that looked like confusion before the play even got started.
So the ball will come back to the 37, and I don't know how that is. It looks like it was a 4-yard penalty on one and a 6-yard penalty on that, so I guess it all evens out. But it brings up 4th down. They have the ball at the Oak Hill 37. They got to get the ball to the 26-yard line of Oak Hill. Green takes the snap. Throws far side, got a man out there, one-on-one coverage, and it's broken up. Really good defense by the Red Devils, and Oak Hill will turn them away.
And the safety got there, and you're thankful if you're the Red Devils that you didn't intercept this football, because you get the ball in way better field position. If this ball is intercepted, it's good for your stats but bad for your field position.
And that's right. And, really considering a short punt where this high-powered Independence had the ball, that Oak Hill's able to turn them away. Now, of course, the intentional grounding penalty helped them, but still.
Two things that happened on that drive were drive killers, the intentional grounding and also the snap that caused the intentional grounding. So that's but feather in your cap if you're Oak Hill and you're still in this thing with 5:13 to go, in the first half.
So the Red Devils will take over on their own 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. The Red Devils have only tried to attempt to pass. It was a sack, so technically they haven't attempted to pass. And their offense, the way they line up, Eric, is a run first and maybe run second offense. And that's a nice little gain on 1st down up across the 40. And a nice run that time by Solomon Truman to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, no, anything positive on 1st down gives you, a lot more things to work with as far as your playbook goes, Maris, when you're not 1st and 14 or 2nd and 14 as opposed to 2nd and 5.
Yeah, the ball across the 40 to the 41. As Eric told you, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Oak Hill Middle School team. 4.5 to go till halftime, 8-0 the Independence lead. Here's a quick pitch to the near side, cuts up inside, and just really nowhere to go. That's good pursuit by the Independence defense, and that'll be no gain.
No gain, and that play was shut down real quick. It looked like it may go for some yards, and great pursuit by the Independence defense to set up a 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5 coming up. But basically what we've seen from Oak Hill, Eric, is just that quick pitch and runs between the tackles. Really nothing fancy.
Yeah.
They just line up and go run the ball at you.
Yeah, it's like we're going to try to block, execute, and run 3 or 4 plays. And if we run them, to our best ability, pick up some 1st downs and maybe a couple scores.
Yeah, and if you miss a tackle for a 5-yard run to a 10 or 12-yard run. Here's a pass attempt, got a man open in the flat. It's thrown short, and it's going to be 4th down. Even had he caught it, he's probably better off that he didn't catch it. He would have lost yardage on the play.
And I think you look for him to go for it here.
Yeah, I think so. 4th and 5.
Based on that last punt.
Yeah. 4th and 5 on their own 41-yard line. And 5 yards is a makeable, manageable down for them.
Yes, I think their first down that they picked up, Maris, was, 3rd and 4 maybe?
Yeah, 3rd and 3, and they converted
it.
So the clock stopped on the incompletion, 3:46 for the half, 8-0 the lead for Independence. It's 4th and 5 for Oak Hill at their own 41. And Independence got everybody in the box, and they're going to try to punt it. And now it's just no chance to punt it, and Independence comes in there, and they sack that time. That is Truman that got sacked.
Yeah.
And now Independence will take over with the short field.
And a great job right here is, if you could see, 33, J.K. Vyers goes in and reads the play, and almost gets, if he had punted it, would have been blocked. So
Independence will take over on downs at the 33-yard line.
Excuse me, that was Tristan Likens for Independence that got in, that almost blocked it.
So the last possession was on the 36, and they went backwards because of a penalty. This time Independence will start at the Red Devil 33. Green takes the shotgun snap, rolls the pocket, throws, got a man open to flat. It's caught down the near sideline, and a nice big run before he's ran out of bounds. That's a nice play. Is K.J. Vyers on the reception.
Hey, I talked him up. I said he was almost blocked the kick, so They said, hey, we'll just get them involved in the offense on a nice little – that was a nice play, well designed.
Very nice play. And the ball down inside the 15, down to the 12-yard line. So it's a 21-yard gain, and you're right, that was a well-designed play. Nice, soft, easy play for the quarterback, Green, too. Nice little soft pass, and Veyer's able to take it down the near sideline for a huge gain.
Good job to check down. You know, everything doesn't have to go deep to become a big play.
So from the 12, it'll be 1st and 10 for Independence, 3.5 to go till halftime. Ashley will line up to the left of Brock Green. Green takes the snap, will keep it himself, has some running room up inside, and he dives down near the goal line. It'll be a 1st down. He doesn't get in for the touchdown, but he's right at the edge of the goal line.
Yeah, good. Just quarterback keeper all the way. This is a la little Philadelphia Eagles right here. You just follow your running back up in the hole, and a big load is Brock Green to bring down.
Yeah, very patient on the play, waiting for the lane to develop, and a 1st and goal at the 1 for Independence. Green this time, he'll work up under center. They'll run power. Ashley lines up behind him. Green takes the snap and just walks in for the touchdown. So 2:59 left in the half. Green, a 1-yard run. This was a 3-play, 33-yard drive, and Independence takes a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, just easy play right there. Just skirted in the end zone for the easy touchdown.
So I'm sure they'll go for 2 as they will line up to do that. With 2:59 left in the half, 3 plays, 33 yards, Green a 1-yard run, and now the 2-point conversion. Green rolls the pocket to the far side. He's being chased, turns it up, and will he get to the pylon? Did he get in?
Yeah, he's
waiting
in.
For the call. Nope.
Oh, may have stepped out.
Well, I kept waiting. I was like you at one minute. I thought he made it, but I guess he did step out. So the 2-point play is no good, and your new score with 2:59 left in the half is 14-0 in favor of Independence. That was a 3-play, 33-yard drive. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes good as an ice cold Pepsi. We'll be right back after this message on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla.
Welcome back to Coal City with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. And the lovely Faith Alexander, our camera, I can't say cameraman, camera woman, person tonight. How about that?
Yes, doing a great job once again on the camera. And Nick, always smooth and under control.
Yep, me and Nick, we had our pregame meals. We always do. We had it together at Giovanni's Mamma Mia. If you're not Italian going in, you'll definitely be Italian coming out, the fine folks from Giovanni's. So Independence up 14-0, Eric. They'll kick off here from the near side hash. And here comes the kick. And this, once again, fumbled by Oak Hill. That's the second time they've fumbled a kick, and it's really hurt them on the return as they get the ball up over the 25 out to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and Independence has done a great job of staying in their lanes after the bobbled kicks, because it's real easy, Maris, once you see that ball on the turf for everyone to scramble and try to go get it, and then Oak Hill, like against Trap Hill, they picked it up and had a running lane and ran it back for a touchdown.
Well, you're so right. It's very easy to stay out of your lane, and that's why the special teams coaches stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane. It's so hard to do, though. You know, I've been on those kick coverages. You want to be the guy to get to the ball, and then everybody's running to the ball. Next thing you know, it's going down the sideline for a touchdown.
So it'll be a first down for Oak Hill on their own 27-yard line, 2:51 for the half. And this will be the 4th chance on offense for the Red Devils. And let's see what they will cook up here. Up under center, the quarterback, Caleb Spack. It's a running play to the far side, turning it up, crossing the 25, up over the 30. It's a good run on first down and then some. Across the 35, the 40. 45 crosses midfield and all the way into Independence territory inside the 45 on a beautiful run that time by Solomon Truman.
Yeah, Solomon Truman, a lot of that, Maris, he just did on his own, just some tough, gritty running right here as he gets out of the grasp of, I think that was Brock Green. And once he got rolling, he was hard, a big load to bring down. Some positive momentum for Oak Hill here.
All the way out, cross midfield and down to the Independent 41-yard line, the best play of the night for Oak Hill.
Yeah, and still in this game, with 2:31 here in this second quarter, right before halftime, if you can get in, it looks like motion there. They missed it.
They have no flag. I don't see one as they try a sweep to the far side, a very short gain. And on the run that time was Caden Patterson.
You know, this offense right here is really a throwback to the old Oklahoma Sooners right here, this wishbone offense that they're running, Maris.
Yeah, they're going to say no gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Oak Hill at the Patriot 41. As you mentioned, Eric, if Oak Hill can score before halftime, we're under 2 minutes for the half. They have 2 timeouts left. That could definitely give them momentum at the break if they can score here.
Yeah, they definitely keep them within shouting distance of this Independence offense.
Here's a quick pitch that's to the far side, and that was the play that they got the big gain on, and this carry will take the ball down near the 35, maybe inside the 35, depending on where they put it down.
And once again, that's Truman on the carry, and he's picking up a head of steam now, and that was a good hard run. And if you're Oak Hill, you're thinking, of course, this is definitely 2-down territory as they take a timeout to talk about it.
They'll put the ball right at the 35 on the far hash. So out of the break, it'll be a 3rd down and 4. While we got a minute, I want to tell you about one of the sponsors tonight. And one of the sponsors tonight is the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur, as they want to invite you out to the tailgate this Sunday, September the 24th. There'll be great food from Dickey's and games for all ages. Bible Baptist Church, showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. So if you can make that, that sounds like a great event to go to. Also, while we got a minute, we want to tell you about the fine folks of the financial advisors of Edward Jones. If you work hard for your money, and when you retire like I have, worked hard for my money and retire, you want to have great financial advisors, and you can call up Heather Cantley at 304-254-9995 or Wayne Rhodes at 253-7325. Also, we want to thank the fine folks of Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up the good folks of Indoor Air, your Amana dealer, at 304-890-2212. Well, Eric, out of the timeout, a big 3rd down play coming up, 3rd and 4 for the Red Devils on the independent side of the field at the 35-yard line, and this play is going to lose yardage back to the 38.
And once again, they went to that same play that was working 2 previous plays early in the drive to Solomon Truman over that right side, and Independence was able to slam the door on that play.
Now, Independence calls another timeout, and they're thinking, Eric, that if Independence with 124 left, 4th and 7, if they can get a stop, as explosive as their offense has been, they would have decent field position if they can get a stop here for them maybe to score before halftime.
Yeah, quick strike offenses, you always want to put that unit back on the field, and with the arm of Brock Green and the many weapons that he has, no problem trying to get down the field.
Just a beautiful evening here in the Raleigh County area. We're at Independence High School here for this middle school game here in Coal City, West Virginia. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and the lovely Miss Faith Alexander on camera. And we appreciate her helping us out here tonight. So I'm sure that's what Independence is saying. We've yet to see Oak Hill's attempted 1 pass, but basically they are a run team, Eric. So you got to think, even though it's 7 yards, they're probably going to run the ball here.
Yeah, definitely going to run it. Maybe try some kind of reverse or inside handoff on a counter that we haven't seen. But, yeah, definitely going to run it here.
And Independence is thinking so. They've got 11 guys pretty much. Only got 1 guy back. They've got pretty much 10 guys in the box. So it'll be a 4th down play coming up. The ball is at the Patriot 38. They need 7 yards, put a man in motion, and they're going to run power. And they're going to get up to the 35, and that's it. So it'll be over on downs, and the Patriots will take over there on their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice little tackle. I think that was Brock Johnson slammed the door once again on Solomon Truman for Oak Hill, and Independence has the ball with a minute 19, Maris.
And actually they're going to get it at the 36, so their own 36. And with the way they throw the ball, I mean, you don't think of too many middle school teams of a 2-minute drill. This team can do it.
And it looks like right now, let's see.
1:19 left in the half, already leading 14-0. And they got twin receivers to each side. Green out of the gun, takes the snap, has time, throws the ball deep down the far sideline, and it's overthrown. Really, I thought Eric had two receivers too close together.
Yeah, two guys ran the same route, and if he'd have surveyed the field right there, that's just one thing. A young quarterback gets locked in, but he had, Tristan Likens out of your screen here. He was so wide open, running down the bottom side of the field.
So on the incompletion, the clock will stop, 1:11 left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 10 on their own 36-yard line for the Patriots.
I think I would go same formation, same play,
and then come over here.
Survey the field. Because if you look, the safety is starting to cheat to wherever the double. They switch safeties now.
Yeah, and they're going to go twins, and now they've got here's the shotgun snap. Green with time. Now they force him out. He throws the ball here to the near side, and it's up for grabs, and it's caught. A beautiful catch by Brock Johnson, and it was pretty good defense by Oak Hill, but Johnson just went up and caught it at his highest point.
Yeah, and when you have someone with that height and that skill level just go up and get the ball at his highest point, it puts the corners on any team at a disadvantage.
The completion all the way down inside or maybe right to the 25-yard line, waiting on the chain gang to get set, and they'll put the ball right at the Oak Hill 25-yard line.
And this is a smart timeout here by Independence because once they set the chains, the clock was going to start running, correct?
That is correct. So that is a 39-yard completion from Green to Johnson, and now that'll be a timeout with 1 minute exactly remaining here in the first half. Now, that's the final timeout for Independence. So, the clock will stop on first downs, or if you throw the ball short of a first down, you can run up and you can spike it.
Yeah, clock it and probably maybe call two plays out of this timeout.
But, Eric, with the ball being put down at the 25-yard line of Oak Hill, you could throw the ball to the end zone easily.
Yeah, easily
with the arm that Green has and the receiver and Johnson that he has. You definitely could go to the end zone
like
right
they
here.
Say take two shots at the end zone, correct?
Yeah. Well, with a minute left, I guess you could keep throwing the end zone until you run out of downs until you catch it, right? I mean, you really could as the ball's down on the near side hash on the 25-yard line. And this would be huge if Independence is able to score here right before halftime and to be a backbreaker for Oak Hill if they give up a touchdown here in the final minute.
And they keep Oak Hill keeps flip-flopping their safeties.
So 1st and 10 for Independence at the 25-yard line. Green out of the gun with time down the middle of the field. Got a man open. It's Johnson. It's caught for a touchdown.
It's coming back. There was a big-time hold.
Yep, there's a holding penalty that's going to negate that, and the play will come back.
Big-time hold.
And that's one thing, too, Eric, as I look
right
out
here,
there.
As you can see, right in the middle of the field, 93 was pretty much tackled.
And, Eric, you've got it right there on the screen as we can see. But you think about now they probably need to turn the stadium lights on.
Yes.
As it's getting a little dark, as I noticed that when that ball was floated into the end zone.
Yeah, and that was a big hold right there. But with, like we say, with Brock Green's arm, no problem getting it to the end zone.
So the penalty will take the ball back to the 35. And, Eric, really, you could say, they can pick up a first down at the 15, but it's probably 1st and 35 to the end zone, right?
Yes.
So they're trying to turn the stadium lights on, and I think they turned the press box lights off.
Yes.
So here's a false start, I think, on Independence. And that'll cost them 5 more yards. And take the ball back to the 40.
Independence had the car in drive, but someone accidentally hit reverse on it, Maris. They're going the wrong way.
It must have been me driving that car. I got this, right?
You got this.
Bam! So the penalty will take the ball back to the 40-yard line. They can get a first down at the 15. So they'll work with twin receivers to each side. Green from the gun. Takes the snap. Has time. Looks. Throws the ball deep to the far side. It's one-on-one coverage out there, and it's incomplete. That was almost brought in. That ball looked like it went right off the fingertips, and I think on the far side over there, that was Vyers, and not able to haul that in.
Yeah, great throw. Great throw. Dropped the dime right in there, just out of the reach of Vyers.
So it'll bring up a second down. The clock will stop on the incompletion. I'm sure once we get to halftime, they'll figure out how to get the stadium lights on. From the 40, it'll be second down. They've got twin receivers to the far side, got a slot to the near side. Green takes the snap, throwing to the far side, got a man out there, and just a little overthrown. And it'll bring up third down. Now a late flag comes in. A late flag comes in. And even if it is pass interference, Eric, it won't be enough for a first down. It'll add 15 yards, but it won't be enough for a first down. And really, as you watch the play, I think if you're Oak Hill's coach, you'd be like, you might be a little upset at that one.
Yeah,
because it looked like your guy had pretty good defense.
Yeah, I'm going to call it from my eyes, that just looked like great defense. Ball was thrown up for grabs. The defender has a right to, and he made a play on the ball. So I'm thinking that's a no call at best.
So the one thing it does, obviously it's a 15-yard penalty. It's not an automatic first down, but it's second down, but it gives you 15 more yards and gives you a little closer to the end zone and put the ball down at the 25 of Oak Hill with 38 seconds left here in the half. So they can still get a first down at the 15. So it's 2nd and 10 at the 25 of Oak Hill. Green to throw. Got a man open in the flat. The ball's completed. That's a first down as the receiver that time, Ashley, dives down to the 10-yard line, and it's a first down.
We're going to have to get to the line right here and probably clock it after the down marker is set because it's first and
goal, I think, at the 10 with 29 seconds. The clock's running. They don't have any more timeouts left. And now they say they do have a timeout. It shows on the board they didn't have any timeouts to that, but apparently they do. And I got to believe this has got to be their last one as they have the ball down at the 10-yard line. It'll be first and go out of the timeout. So this last little bit has really kind of drug on a little bit. And that was a tough call if you're Oak Hill because when you go back and you watch the replay on that, I don't think there's much thing any different that the Oak Hill defender could have done on that play.
Yeah, no, he did. He found the football. Both guys made a play as we watch it here.
Now, this is that last play.
Last play.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's a well-thrown ball coming out of the backfield right on the money there to pick up that first down.
Little wheel route out of the backfield. And right here on the instant replay, I mean, as you can look, if you wind it back right here, he's looking back at the ball, makes a play on the ball, and that's a no call. That's just good defense.
That's 50-50, and nobody came down with it. But it is what it is, and with that, Independence out of that timeout with 26 seconds left in the half, have the ball at the 10-yard line. Will be first and goal. And the one thing, Oak Hill's not been able to get really any pressure on Green. Green able to survey the field, and a great touch on the ball as he takes the snap. Now there comes pressure as he rolls, throws the ball back across his body, and that ball's almost intercepted, deflected, and caught for a Patriot touchdown.
That's going to be Tristan Likens, I think, right there.
Hey, when it's going right, it's going right. That means you're living well. As Green, we watched the replay as they force him.
Body here.
Yeah, they force him out of the pocket, and that ball was tipped and almost picked right here by one of the Oak Hill defenders right there. And then at the last second, the ball able to be pulled in by Likens for the touchdown of 10 yards. So 20-0 the lead. The two-point conversion coming with 18 seconds left in the half.
That could be a backbreaker for this Oak Hill, with the type of offense they run with the Oak Hill Red Devils.
And they will snap the ball to the short man. And when I say the short man, the short up close to the line, the two-point conversion is good.
That'll be Tristan Likens as he scores 8 points on that possession.
So your new score is Independence 22, Oak Hill nothing with 18 seconds left in the half. We'll take a break, come right back here on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessler.
That was an 8-play, 36-yard drive. That Independence overcame a couple of penalties on that drive and able to get the touchdown. And Likens, as Eric told you before we went to break, able to score twice on that as he caught the touchdown from 10 yards out and then ran the two-point conversion in. So your new score, 22-0 Independence, 8 plays, 36 yards. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes as good and soothing as an ice-cold Pepsi.
Let's see if Oak Hill can catch one clean here.
And this ball will go out of bounds and come out to the 35-yard line for the Red Devils, but they only have, Eric, 18 seconds in which to work with.
Yeah, and with their type of offense, you may want to just consider kneeling it and getting into, halftime there and try to make some adjustments.
Well, as you pointed out, and totally agree with the way their offense is, where they run the ball, they're the kind of team that if you fall behind, they can make it tough. But when they fall behind, it's tough on them because, now that you're 3 touchdowns behind, they might take an entire quarter. They could take 7-8 minutes to maybe drive the ball 70
score.
or 80 yards on the ground. And let's see if they take your advice and take a knee and get into the locker room as Independence up 22-0. Let's see what they do. They will actually try to pass the ball, and it's going to be intercepted. Or no, now they're going to say it's incomplete, I believe. Or no? Did they call that an interception? The referee was waving his hand like it was incomplete. And now I think they said that it is intercepted.
Yes, and it looks like Independence will have a chance to chuck it.
It looked like that ball hit the ground.
Yeah, that looks like it skipped, but.
So on the turnover, the ball will be at the 41-yard line of Oak Hill. Yeah, that ball definitely, as we watch the replay, and I realize the officials don't have the view we have.
Yeah, definitely skipped.
But that ball definitely hit the ground, definitely bounced. But Independence gets the break and gets the interception. Green sets now, trying to throw the ball, the home run ball. Down the far side, got a man out there. It's caught for a touchdown. 5 seconds remaining in the half. A bomb from 41 yards out as Green delivers. Dropped it right in the bucket. And on the reception is Likens for his second touchdown of the ball game.
Yeah, Green just does a good job laying it out there. I mean, you couldn't run up there, Maris, and set it in there any more perfect.
A beautiful thrown ball, and boy, that might be the knockout blow, 28-0 as they line up for 2. And Oak Hill might be scratching their head. Maybe they should have taken a knee and got in the locker room.
Yeah, and just like that, any time a team can score, as efficiently as this Independence Middle School team can, you want to try to shorten the game. I mean, you're already down 22-0, and I think taking a knee right there would have been beneficial.
Green runs the 2-point conversion, but he is shy of the goal line. So your new score with 5.7 seconds left in the half is 28-0 Independence, as we'll take a break and come right back here on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, treasurer.
Scoring replay after the interception was a one-play 41-yard drive, and Brock Green, a beautiful throw to the young man there for Independence, catching it for the touchdown is Tristan Likens. And one play, 41 yards. Scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. 5 seconds left in the half, 28-0. And I would think that Oak Hill would definitely take a knee if they don't run out the 5 seconds on this kickoff. Here comes the kickoff. And he comes to the near side, and Oak Hill's had a hard time catching. These kicks are like right to them, and they've had a hard time fielding them. Here's a return. Crossed the 25, crossed the 30, and ran out of bounds on the far side. And that's how the half will come to an end, as the return that time was by Keelan Remy. So at the break, it's Independence 28, Oak Hill nothing. We'll take a break, come back, and recap the first half. You're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football here on Video Productions.
It's fourth down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! Incredible! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it!
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you to the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show. At the break, it's 28-0 in favor of Independence leading Oak Hill with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing, and Faith Alexander on camera. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur. They invite you to come out to the tailgate this Sunday, September the 24th. There'll be great food from Dickey's, games for all ages, and that is the Bible Baptist Church showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. And we appreciate the fine folks from that Bible Church being one of our sponsors here tonight. Well, Eric, Independence flexed its muscles as they've shut out every team except for Trap Hill, and Trap Hill's only touchdown they got was on a kickoff. So defensively, through 3.5 games, have pitched a shutout as they lead 28-0 here tonight.
Yeah, and the thing that they do well was up front, controlling the line of scrimmage, and they tackle well. They don't miss tackles, and that's a recipe for shutting people out.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and then we'll recap into more of this halftime here at this middle school game, a 28-0 lead for Independence. You're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we welcome you back to the Massey Power Sports halftime show here at Coal City, West Virginia. At the break in this middle school game, Independence in front of Oak Hill 28-0. And Eric, in that first half, Independence had the ball 5 times and they scored on 4 of them. And the big part of that was the quarterback, Brock Green. He kind of spread the wealth around in that first half.
Yeah, and he does a good job. He surveys, for an 8th grader, surveys the field fairly well, and he just has a tremendous arm.
Well, he got a lot of people involved. He got Vyers involved. He got Johnson involved, Ashley involved, Likens involved. And, him able, if you don't get any pressure, which for the biggest part, Oak Hill didn't get any pressure on Green, he's able to survey the whole field. And what a great arm he's got. And he was able to really make some fantastic throws in that first half.
Yeah, and anytime you give any quarterback that much time to survey with that good of an arm, he's going to pick you apart.
And for Oak Hill, they really didn't have much other than running. They had a few plays here or there, but they really don't have any type of passing game, and really going to be hard for Oak Hill really to try to climb themselves back into the game.
Yeah, and it's just really tough. And we said the 2 scores, the 1 score right before halftime was going to be tough, but just giving up that one, what was it, 5.7 seconds?
Yeah, a 41-yard pass.
Yes,
yeah.
I mean, that's just really tough.
Yeah, something you can't do. All right, going to take a final break, come back, get you ready for the second half. You're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football here on Video Productions.
Access Health is your medical home, committed to providing comprehensive health care to ensure the health and well-being of you and your family. Offering a variety of primary care services, Access Health specializes in women's health, pediatrics, family practice, adult medicine, and behavioral health. Our staff offers quality personal care with exceptional service and innovative technology to keep you and your family well. Access Health, we're your medical home.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Coal City, West Virginia. We're getting ready to start the second half of this middle school game, 28-0, the lead for Independence. And Eric, put your thinking cap on. If you're in the Oak Hill locker room, what do you think you're telling your guys?
Well, since Independence is receiving the ball, you have to get some type of turnover, interception, some kind of big play to re-energize your team. And you need some kind of quick score because Independence is hitting on all cylinders, so you have to make something happen, gamble defensively here on this first possession.
And if you're Independence, you're telling your guys?
No, just keep playing that solid run defense and airing it out until they stop it.
And I think the big key, as you mentioned, for Oak Hill, they're 4 touchdowns behind, and you can only score 1 touchdown on one play. Don't try to score 4 touchdowns on one play and try to go too fast. Just do what you do, and you can't get 4 touchdowns till you get the first one.
I mean, you have to be patient with some urgency.
Right. You have to be quick. Just don't rush.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you got to do. And as you mentioned, this is a big defensive stance for Oak Hill that they can try to get a 3-and-out or a turnover on this first possession of the second half.
Yeah, look for maybe an onside kick. You can't. We learned something in the middle school game the last time we did. So look for them. Just try to kick it as deep as you can maybe and pin them back.
So we're ready. The ball will be teed up equal distance right there on the X between the 40-yard line there. As Independence, as you can see on your screen, will be working left to right. And they've got 3 guys back. And over there on the far side, let's see who we got over there. Got Grimmett on the far side and got Steele here on the near side. And I'm trying to see who they got in the middle. Here comes the squib kick. And it's to one of the up men. Crosses the 40. Nice return as they break it here and down a nice tackle at the 45-yard line.
Tristan Likens right there. Yes.
So Independence will have good field position for their first possession of the second half.
Good speed right there shown on that return. And, looked like he might have had a chance to break that one.
And the ball will be put down on the 44-yard line here on the near side hash. So it'll be Brock Green to lead them out. 28-0 the lead for Independence as we start the second half. 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. So Green works out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Pressure comes. He's in trouble, and they sack him. And that's something that Oak Hill wasn't able to do in the first half. That's a big play to start the second half.
And that's exactly what they needed to do right here if you're Oak Hill. Continue the same recipe because you can't just let Brock Green stand back there and pick you apart. I think I would try to get to him, the quarterback, before he can get it off.
The loss all the way back to the 33-yard line. It's a loss of 11.
I mean, if you're going to give the big play up, you might as well, try to put some pressure.
So with the 11-yard loss, it'll be 2nd down and 21 for the Patriots on their own 33-yard line. They had the ball 5 times in the first half. They scored on 4 of them, including right there with 5 seconds left in the half. Green from the shotgun. They'll hand the ball off to Steele. He's across the 30. 35, got the edge, gets across the 40, and a nice gain, getting some of that sack yardage back.
Yeah, nice patient run there by Steele as he picks up.
Got 10.
10 yards on that play, and now it's going to be 3rd and a cool 11. And with this offense, that's definitely manageable.
Very manageable, right. So that nice run by Steele gets his team in position to have a real legit shot to pick up this 3rd down. Let's see if the Patriots will be able to convert. Beautiful night here in Coal City. Got a half moon. I don't see Bugs Bunny hanging from the moon yelling, "Get me out of here." That's a good thing. That's some of the Looney Tunes for the ones watching the want to know what the heck I'm talking about. 3rd down, 11.
Look
Green
how deep this safety is.
From the gun, and once again, trouble with the snap. Throws the ball across the middle, and I think it's short-hopped. They're going to say he caught it, and this will be a 1st down. That was a nice play by Green.
Yeah, that is. Let's get this on the replay here.
But the ball looked like it short-hopped, and as we watch the replay, if I'm wrong on this, I will be. But they'll call it a catch inside the 45 at the Oak Hill 44 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the Red Devil 44-yard line. First possession of the second half, 5:45 and counting. Green from the shotgun takes the snap, be a running play. There's a big hole inside the 40, breaks a tackle, 1st down, all the way down to the 32-yard line of Oak Hill, and that's a nice run that time.
And Ashley just a wrecking ball there, going up through the middle of that defense. Tough to bring down as a host of Oak Hill Red Devils had to tackle him.
Got an injured player. The injured player there is Solomon Truman. as he was right in the middle of all that.
And as this would be a tremendous blow to this Oak Hill team, because Solomon Truman's basically been their offense in that first half.
While we got a minute, I want to tell you that tonight's game being sponsored by the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur. They invite everyone to come out to the tailgate this Sunday, September the 24th. There'll be great food from Dickey's, and there'll be games to play for all ages. The Bible Baptist Church, showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. Also want to tell you about Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes has futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night. You can dial them up to reserve your lane at 304-253-7328. Also want to tell you about the financial advisors of Edward Jones. You work hard for your money, so when you're ready to retire, you got to have a plan. And to have a plan, you need to talk to the financial advisors at Edward Jones. Heather Cantley, 304-254-9995, or Wayne Rhodes, 304-253-7335. Out of the injury timeout, it'll be a first down for Independence. They'll have the ball at the Oak Hill 32-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense is like clicking on all cylinders. Even when Oak Hill comes out and put their back against the chains, they just really turn up the yards and are in Red Devil territory again.
So here's Brock Green. He's perhaps changing the play, surveying the field, puts a man in motion. They got the power to the near side. Green takes the snap. They'll throw it to the near side, and it is caught down inside the 20. That's a nice catch that time. And hauling that in will be Paxton Myers.
And once again, another person getting involved in this offense.
So Myers makes the catch. They'll put him down at the Oak Hill 17. And that will be a 17-yard gain, or 15-yard gain, I beg your pardon, to the 17 of Oak Hill. Under 5 minutes for the third. Green out of the shotgun. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap. They quick pitch it that way. And that's a nice run down inside the 15, down near the 10, maybe shy of the 10 at the 11-yard line. And it's Myers on the carry.
And this Independence front, they do a good job of pass and run blocking.
So they're going to put him down at the 12 and give him 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5. And, coming up on 4 minutes, Eric, and, 8-minute quarters, Independence have almost eaten up half of the time of this quarter, and, Oak Hill not even had a chance to touch the ball yet.
And that's the thing with Independence. They can kill you slow or kill you fast. I mean, they can score quick or they can grind it out.
They're going to run the ball this time, and it's Myers again up inside for some tough yards.
I think that was Ashley this
Ashley,
time.
I beg your pardon. They throw him back, and he is going to get to the 10-yard line and pick up 2.
Yeah, Ashley just, little ground and pound right here with the running backs.
Yeah, trying to suck up the defense and then go over the top.
Yeah, there'll probably be a little more run heavy this half.
At the 10, it'll be 3rd down coming up. They can obviously get a first down without getting a touchdown. 3rd and a couple here. 3rd and actually 3 at the 10-yard line.
Maybe a quarterback keeper here. Man coverage, though.
Man comes in motion. Green takes the snap. Got a man wide open. Touchdown. Likens, I looked like maybe he set up in the slot, and there was no one near him.
Yeah, they run that motion, and it's really a distraction. Nobody covered him. Likens right there. Well-designed play.
That's an 8-play, 56-yard drive, and Green with a 10-yard touchdown pass to Likens to extend the lead to 34-0 with 3:14 left in the third quarter. They'll let them go for 2. But Independence has scored on every possession except for 1. They've had the ball 6 times. They've scored 5. Green for the 2-point conversion, throw in the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. So your new score with 3:14 left in the third is Independence 34, Oak Hill nothing. We'll be right back after this break on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
And we welcome you back to Coal City. That last scoring drive for Independence was a 56-yard drive in 8 plays. As Green able to hit Likens for the 10-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion failed. 34-0 is the score. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Nothing tastes as good as a Pepsi, whether it's Pepsi Zero, Diet Pepsi, or just the good stuff, Pepsi itself.
I'll tell you what's been good is Brock Green in this game. That's his 4th touchdown pass, and has found a little connection. It's usually Brock Johnson that he's hitting with all the touchdowns, but Tristan Likens is really getting behind this Oak Hill defense and been in the end zone twice.
Here comes a kickoff very short to the near side, and Oak Hill will get it across the 40. There's a big hit there. As for the Red Devils that time, let's see who that was that returned the kick.
It looks like Braden
Craddock. So it'll be a first down for the Red Devils, their first chance in the second half. They have the ball on their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, Independence offense able to chew up over half of that
third quarter. Yeah, 3:09 left in the third, and 34-0 is the lead. You know, Independence have put up some staggering numbers there coming in this game, beating Trap Hill 52-8, Park 52-0, Peterstown last week 30-0. It's first down for Oak Hill. They'll have a quick pitch to the far side. That's Truman trying to get to the edge. He does, crosses the 45 midfield, and one of the better plays of the night for Oak Hill.
Yeah, and got a good head of steam right there as Truman was able to pick up a first down and move the chains for Oak Hill. Nice run.
I guess he went out of bounds because I thought he had a first down too, Eric. They say he went out of bounds at the 49-yard line because I thought he had a first down as well. They only give him 8 on the play.
Well, I beg your pardon. It looked like he.
Well, I mean, I agreed with you. I was thinking the same thing as you were making the comment on it. I was thinking the same thing, that he was across midfield. So on their own 49, it'll be 2nd and 2 coming up for the Red Devils. Clock stopped a second shy of 3 minutes. They're going to run here to the near side. There's a penalty flag. That's going to be a hold, but it's not going to matter because the Independence defense is up for the task on that play.
And that looked like Ashley on the tackle, and I would say they would.
There's a hold
this.
right there on the end, right there.
On
easy.
The first man through, yes.
Yeah.
So I'd say they decline this.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm sure they'll take the result of the play, but maybe not. If I say they'll take the penalty, then they'll take the play. If I say take the play, then they'll take the penalty, and they will take the result of the play. So I think we were on top of it, that one. So put the ball down back inside the 45 to the 44. That was a 5-yard loss. And going to bring up 3rd and about 6 coming up. 2:55 and counting third quarter. They got to get the ball across midfield to the 49 of Independence to keep the drive alive here on 3rd down. And now there's some confusion, and Oak Hill wants a timeout. So, Eric, while they got a timeout, we'll talk a little bit of college football. Big game coming up. You'll be at in Huntington.
Big weekend.
Virginia Tech and Marshall. Marshall a touchdown favorite, and it's a sellout. It's good that you got – when you play Virginia Tech and you got a lot of Hokie fans close by, and, of course, Marshall supporting their team, they're off to a pretty good start. But I think this could be a game Marshall could win it. They could really leapfrog them as they dive into conference play.
Yeah, but this is going to be, as the bookmakers make it a touchdown game. But I think it's going to be, a hard-fought, close game. And this is, other than Louisville coming, this is probably, and West Virginia played there twice. This is, probably the biggest game at that stadium since the FCS championship game.
Right. Well, here's another one, and I know you know West Virginia playing Texas Tech. Neil Brown has never beat Texas Tech. I know you know that stat, but did you know this one? Neil Brown has never won 3 straight games since he's been at West Virginia.
Ooh, that was, as we're talking, almost an interception for a touchdown. Yeah. Yes, I did know that stat as I read it. And this is one of those games that's a tricky game because if you're Texas Tech, you're coming in, you were a preseason ranked team. So this is, for both of these programs on this year, this I think is a must-win, September game for, either team.
Here's a 4th down play. It's going to be a punt, and they get off a pretty good punt. It's fielded there by Independence by Steele on the near side, crosses the 40, Back way 45, block in the back. There's the flag out. It's coming back. That was a clear block in the back, so the play will come back, even though he's going to a big gain. But, yeah, clear block in the back at midfield, and that will bring that exciting punt return back. But, yeah, I can see it. I don't need the replay for it, but you can see it right here, right there, big push in the back. Easy play to call, and they'll bring it back. But, Eric, I think that West Virginia can build off that big win they had against Pitt last week when they play Texas Tech. And let's see if we can replay. But it was clearly a push in the back. As we have the replay for you right here at the top of the screen, right there.
I don't know about that. Might have had it could have been a hold, baby, but I don't know about blocking it back.
Well, I think they'll call it every time because his arms was extended, and I think he got him right there. So the penalty will take the ball back to the 40-yard line. That's where Independence will start this drive on their own 40. And once again, Brock Green, who's had a fantastic night. 1st and 10, Patriots on their own 40-yard line, leading in the ball game, 34-0, 2:23 left here, third quarter. Green takes the snap. It's a handoff, trying to get to the edge, and a nice tackle by Truman. Solomon Truman made a nice tackle that time.
We got a player hurt out here.
Ran down the ball carrier, which was Gavin Callison, who ran the ball that time for Independence. And as you mentioned, Eric, there's an injured Oak Hill Red Devil there on the play. The loss back inside the 40 to the 39. While we got a minute, we'll take a quick break. Come right back here on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
Back here at Coal City with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, 2:04 left third quarter. It's been all Independence's. Their defense, Eric, is every bit as good as advertised, pitching yet another shutout. And the only points they've given up this year, they gave up 8. A game we were here back on August the 31st to Trap Hill, and that was a kickoff return and a 2-point conversion. But no team has been able to sustain any kind of drive against this Independence defense.
Yeah, they haven't. And, I'd like to see, both of these teams, they play in high school. I hope they continue this rivalry because even when I was here, we've always played Oak Hill every year. And I think it's a game that, Oak Hill is a AAA school, but I hope they keep this series going.
And if they do, it would be next year when they go to 4 classes, it would still be rather than Oak Hill triple and Independence double, it'll be Oak Hill 4A and Independence 3A. Yes. So there's a penalty flag on that play. False start on Independence. So really not a really big difference because the teams that play AAA now that go to 4A like in basketball, they really won't be affected.
No, they really won't. Let's see.
The penalty will take the ball back to the 30. The ball was on the 39. Now they put it on the 35. I don't know how they got a 4-yard penalty out of that. And, folks, I'm not trying to be critical of the officials, but they've done a good job. But the ball was on the 39.
Yeah, easy math, right?
Well, I know 5 yards, and it should be to the 34.
That's what I was looking at.
But, there is a shortage of officials. So, like I said, I don't want to be too critical of the officials because I know they do a good job. And, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And that's why they're having a hard time finding officials as that long pass comes up incomplete.
Hey, and once again, that was, a great throw and just a little out of the reach of the receiver.
So it'll bring up third down. Clock stops on the incompletion. A minute and a half left, third quarter. It's been all Independence. They led 28-0 at the break. They scored on their first possession here in the second half. They lead 34-0 now.
And if you go back to your notes, this game was at a 14-0 game in the last 2 minutes and probably
change of the
second quarter really got out of hand.
Got out away from Oak Hill, yep. And especially when it was 18-0 and they didn't take a knee, and then Independence able to score right there with 5 seconds left in the half.
That's just one of those things. I know you're trying to get in the game, but the game was put out of reach on that possession.
Green to throw, throwing the deep ball on the far side and a little overthrown. And for the first time tonight, second time tonight, they will go 3. Well, I know it was a punt, but they did not pick up a first down even when they didn't score the other time. So this is 2 3-and-outs.
2 3-and-outs.
So it's been all or nothing for Independence. They've either been 2 3-and-outs or they scored touchdowns.
And on the 3-and-outs, there were 2 major things that happened that held them back, and drive killers.
Yeah, penalties. Yep.
Literally held them back.
Yeah. So on 4th down, it'll be punt time for Independence. 1:22 left here in quarter number 3. And we got another flag. And looks like we're going to have offsides on Oak Hill. They'll move the ball up 5 more yards.
Well, now it might change.
I was going to say I would still imagine they would still punt. And mainly the reason they'd punt here, Eric, you're up 34-0.
Yes.
I think that's why they would still punt.
Yeah.
With 1:22 left, third quarter.
What a beautiful evening for football.
Oh, what a great night. And hopefully it'll continue that way tomorrow night. Like I said, we'll be in the halfway point tomorrow, week 5 of the regular season. The punt's blocked. And Oak Hill's on it inside the 30. Good job by the Red Devils, their special team, as they come in there and block the punt.
Well, the punt team is something that Independence may have to work on, because with this high-powered offense, you don't do much punting.
Tanner Donnelly recovered the football off the block punt. So it'll be a first down for the Red Devils at the 27-yard line of Independence. This will only be the 4th play for Oak Hill inside Independence territory, inside the 50. And they'll start this one at the 27-yard line, first down. They'll run a quick pitch. Now it's going to be a halfback pass. Got a guy out there, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, that was their best.
Yeah, Remy out there.
Best chance to score.
Remy, and the ball looked like it kind of got up on him. He had a defender out there, but one he felt he should have caught. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils at the Independence 27-yard line. 1:11 left, third quarter, 34-0 the lead for Independence.
Yeah, Independence almost got caught sleeping right there, but this team probably prides itself wanting to pitch another shutout here.
So they're going to run power formation here. Here's a quick pitch to the far side, trying to get the edge, and Independence not able to let that happen. As they don't let it happen, they're able to string the play out. As the carrier that time was Caden Patterson, and they throw him for a loss.
Yeah, Oak Hill may have gotten away with a little hold on the edge there.
Ball back to the 28-yard line, lost 1. 3rd and 11 coming up. But Independence able to string that play out to the far side. Under 40 seconds left, third quarter. So let's see if they try to air it out here. See if they can come up with another pass attempt. They've shown pretty much, as you mentioned, the wishbone power all night. And they will try a pass play. They got a man open to flat, and there's a big sack. The ball's out. This might be a scoop and score. The 50, the 40, and then nice hustle by the Oak Hill player. That was
Solomon Truman.
To save a touchdown, as Independence will turn them over and get the ball at the Red Devil 35-yard line.
Yeah, Solomon Truman shows some, good speed right here and able to prevent, a touchdown on the scoop and score.
So Independence will take over at the 35-yard line of the Red Devils on the turnover. And once again, give them another short field with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. We have an injury timeout. So while we have an injury timeout, let's tell you about one of our game sponsors, which is the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur. And the Bible Baptist Church in MacArthur, they invite you to come out to the tailgate this Sunday, September 24th. There will be great food from Dickey's. There will be games for all ages. The Bible Baptist Church, showing love, sharing Christ, and serving others. Out of that timeout, that injury timeout, Independence will take over at the 35-yard line of Oak Hill.
And right here, this is right where Independence, right before the half, had a chance, 41-yard pass plays, a little closer here, and let's see what they dial up.
Yeah, they might go for the home run ball here and throw the ball to the end zone. Here comes a blitz. They run the ball. Ashley trying to get to the outside, and the Red Devils stack him up, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Independence 34, Oak Hill nothing. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter. We're streaming it here on Video Productions.
National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
We'll head to the fourth quarter here at Coal City, West Virginia with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Faith Alexander on camera here tonight, which has been a beautiful evening. And it's been a nice night for Independence as they lead 34-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Eric.
Yeah, it's been pretty much a flawless effort on offense because whether they had 6 possessions, 7 possessions, scored 5 of them. Maybe 8 possessions.
They've had the ball 7 times, scored 5.
5, yeah.
And this is their 8th possession right here.
This is pretty efficient.
Yeah. Well, that's the word that we use to describe the high school team over the last couple of years, and I think you could even maybe say that about this year's high school team.
Yes, yeah.
The word efficient best describes them, and that's been the case for the middle school. So we'll flip ends.
And speaking of high school, tomorrow's a big-time game for this Independence High School going on the road at Mingo Central.
Yeah, they're number 14 in this week's SSAC ratings.
And based on them having 9 games, this is a big road contest.
So it'll be a second down play for Independence. I think they sprinkled in some new players, and we'll get you those. Here's a running play by the quarterback, and inside the 30, down to the 25.
And I think they just moved Tristan Likens over to
the quarterback.
Yep, RBQB. So fine-looking 7th grader. So he'll be back, probably at the helm for this for the offense of Independence Middle next year.
That'll be a first down at the Red Devil 25-yard line. It was a 13-yard run. So on a first down, clock's running, 7:25 and counting in the ball game. And Likens will be the quarterback. Got a different running back into the ball game there. That's Grimmett into the game. And Grimmett will take the handoff. He'll break it to the outside, trying to get to the edge. He'll try to turn it up, and he will turn it up in a nice game before he gets plowed out of bounds right about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run by Jacob Grimmett as he shows some speed. Mayor says he pops it to the outside and is able to turn the corner, pick up some positive yards.
Yeah, he'll get the ball down inside the 20 to the 19 and get 6 on first down. So it'll be second down coming up. And they are running the clock through here now, Eric, with the lead that Independence has. No need to stop it going out of bounds. And also each team trying to sprinkle in some new players throughout the game.
And that's good to see, to get these young fellas some work.
Well, that's how you get 50-some kids to come out, by knowing they're going to get a chance to play and try to improve their skill.
And there's not a lot of JV games,
Right. Here's a running play. That's Steele. He's inside the 10 to the 5. He's going to get in the end zone for an Independence touchdown. So David Steele on a 19-yard run gets into the end zone, and that will take the lead to 40-0 with 6 minutes to go in the game. And that was a 4-play, 35-yard drive as Steele caps it off with a 19-yard run. So 40-0 is the score as they set up to go for 2. They haven't put it on the board yet. And now they line up to go for 2. And, Eric, for the people that don't realize, they don't have a kicker, so this is not running the score up. They have to go for 2.
Middle school, that's basically what you do.
And they're going to run the ball, and now they'll throw it, and it's dropped. So the 2-point conversion is not successful. Your new score with 5 minutes left in the game is Independence 40, Oak Hill nothing. And we'll be right back after this message here on Video Productions.
Game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, treasurer.
A 4-play, 35-yard drive, and the last 19 of it is Steele getting into the end zone for the touchdown. David Steele, a 19-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion fails. Your scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Well, I'd like to have you a nice cold Pepsi right about now as they're running the clock through 4.5 and continuing to run. And Independence in total charge here, 40-0. But Eric, Independence beat Trap Hill 52-8. Park 52-0. Last week, Peterstown 30-0, and leading a good Oak Hill team 40-0. Not that, and these other teams were good teams as well. They have now beaten 4 teams and beaten them soundly.
Yeah, beating them soundly in all phases of the game. If the one thing that you could say is the special teams that we've seen, you've given up a kick return and had a punt block, but other than that, this Independence machine is rolling.
So that's one thing. Coach Lilly on the high school level, he's got a lot to look forward to because looks like that's one thing that here at Independence High School, from the middle school that all the way up to the high school, they look like that they will continue to have success as Oak Hill's not on that kick, and it looks like Independence has recovered at the 37-yard line. And really, Eric, Oak Hill's really had trouble. No, they're going to say Oak Hill's got it. Oak Hill's really had trouble all night.
Yeah, fielding the kickoffs has been, a work in progress.
So the ball will be given to the Red Devils as they recovered the fumble. They'll have the ball on their own 36-yard line. So from their own 36.
This could be the last possession of the game for either team.
Clock running under 3 minutes. There's some new players into the ball game now for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it looks like a whole new unit in.
Yeah, new quarterback into the ball game is Landon Craddock. They'll run the ball and up to about the 40, and that's about it.
Nice contact by Grimmett. Grimmett came up from Jacob Grimmett for Independence, coming up with the nice tackle.
We'll have a quick wrap-up, and then tomorrow night Eric and I will be at Van Meter Stadium in Beckley, as Beckley will take on Lincoln County. Lincoln 1-3, Beckley 3-1.
Yeah, and I think it'll be a beautiful night for football, just as it is now.
Coming up on, about 8 o'clock local time?
Yeah, we'll be thoroughly into the first quarter this time.
Time tomorrow, there's a running play up over the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Well, Independence was in the backfield so fast that time, Bears, they almost took the handoff.
So it'll be a third down coming up. 140 and counting. Snap for Oak Hill. Going to be a pass play. Looking to throw. And Craddock will put it up under his arm, pick up a first down on the far side. So probably just got a couple more plays left as we approach a minute left in the ball game. And the ball's out at the 47-yard line and a first down for Oak Hill. So, Eric, wouldn't you say maybe 2 plays?
Probably.
3 maybe. They are taking some time in the huddle.
Getting the ball, the play in.
Yep. So maybe a couple of plays. We're up under 50 seconds for the game. And Independence will go to 4-0. Oak Hill will be 2-2. Pioneer Community Bank will have a really quick wrap-up. This might be the last play.
Yeah, so Independence is halfway through their season.
Yep. A running play. And a nice gain all the way down inside the 40-yard line. And that might be the last play. I'm not sure they'll be able to get up on the ball and get another play.
I don't think they can get the chain set.
Yeah, I don't think they can get up and be able to run another play down to the final 15 seconds. Ball inside the 40 at the 38 of Independence, and I think that will probably be the final play. They're trying to hurry up and get it snapped before the clock. I don't know if they will. They might, and they do not. And I guess they'll run through the final play, and that's the ball game. Your final score, Independence beats Oak Hill 40-0. We'll take a quick 1-minute break, come back, and wrap it up as you're watching live streaming coverage of middle school football on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Access Health is your medical home, committed to providing comprehensive health care to ensure the health and well-being of you and your family. Offering a variety of primary care services, Access Health specializes in women's health, pediatrics, family practice, adult medicine, and behavioral health. Our staff offers quality personal care with exceptional service and innovative technology to keep you and your family well. Access Health, we're your medical home.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Well, we're going to wrap this up and put a bow on it. Final score: Independence defeats Oak Hill 40-0. Independence goes 4-0. Oak Hill 2-2. And Eric, Independence continues its winning away here in the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show. Final thoughts?
Real good middle school team here at Independence. Oak Hill, just ran into a juggernaut. This is a once-in-a-lifetime team up here for middle school. They can pass it, run it, throw it. I mean, passing and throwing is the same thing. But anyway, good team, and it was fun to cover it.
Yep, and their defense outstanding. And we want to appreciate everybody here at Independence Middle School that helped make the broadcast possible. For our crew here, for the heavy hitter Nick Eskins producing and directing, for the camera work, another great job done by Faith Alexander, and for my partner, Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. Independence has defeated Oak Hill 40-0. Good night, everybody.